So backsliding, the definition of backsliding is to turn gradually from the faith and the practice thereof. One who neglects his vows of obedience and falls into sin. So a lot of people think of sin as of backsliding. No. When you are in sin, backsliding is over. Backsliding was when you chose not to study God's word and spend time in meditation to God in prayer. Backsliding was when you chose not to tell people about Jesus. Backsliding is when you chose not to go to church or to have church at home because you worked all week and you were tired. No, backsliding is having 1 foot in heaven and 1 foot in hell. But sin, on the other hand, you have both feet in hell. And don't let any preacher tell you otherwise. You are being deceived if so. Paul tells us in Romans 6:16, he says, "Know ye not that whom you yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are, to whom ye obey, rather sin unto death or obedience unto righteousness." Onto means that that's continuing, you're on to something. And if whatever your sin is, whether it's, pornography, whether it's idolatry, whatever it is that you're continuing in, that is unto death. And obedience is studying God's word, meditating on God, praying to God, thinking about God. That's unto righteousness. So that's what that means. So when you start disobeying, that's backsliding. But when you are in continual sin, that's on to death. So you can say you have accepted Jesus in your heart and you're saved, so you don't have to worry about that. Just because you accept Jesus isn't going to accept your life, your lifestyle. He's just not going to do it. So anyway, guys, what you have learned today is sin is the fruit of backsliding, and everlasting life is the fruit of obedience. So thanks for tuning in, and this is my thesis.